president of Nigeria Baseball Softball Association, Mr. Uche Odozor, has pledged to take baseball, softball, and little league to the grassroots 35 years after its introduction to Nigeria. His focus will be on all the 774 local government areas in the country, targeting schools at primary, secondary, and tertiary level. Speaking during a press briefing at his office in Abuja on Friday, December 13, 2024, Mr. Odozor highlighted the importance of the initiative in reducing unemployment among Nigerian youth. He stated that baseball provides the biggest number of scholarships globally, making it a tool for youth development. Reporting Olukotun Ahmed from News Extra Television.
Very good question. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate this opportunity to share our goals when it comes to baseball. As you are aware, we have just been elected just 6 days ago at a very annual general meeting of Nigerian Baseball and Softball Association, which happened at Kaduna State, Nigeria, where new executives emerged, and luckily I am the new president of Nigeria Baseball and Softball Association today. And baseball encompasses not just baseball and softball. We also have the Baseball 5. We also have the Little League. We also have pony baseball. So baseball is quite huge. And anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. And the first thing since after inauguration we did was to go into our situation room. So take a look at to do a post-mortem as to where exactly are we coming from for a sporting activity that has been around for more than 35 years. What are the takeaways? What are the new things to be done? And those who had the opportunity to steer the leadership of this organization, I commend them a lot. And but there is a lot to be done. So we will be building bottom up, and we want to practicalize that. It is not about saying it, it's just for Nigerians to see that this is possible. When the chairman, Alhaji Diko, mentioned that, when the question was asked about baseball development, he made it very clear that development is very key, is very crucial. If you don't focus on development, you are only building on a quicksand. For major countries of the world, they have spent time and energy to go into development. And that is where we are retracing our few steps back to development. And the short, medium term and long term plans will be marshaled out in our detailed report, which we will make available to each and every one of you as we live here today. Just to go out there and excite the families of baseball and those who are also ready to join this great family. Why is baseball very big, and why is baseball very important? Why is baseball played in some of the richest and largest nations or developed nations of the world? Baseball is very developmental in nature. You've got to be very smart. If you're not smart, baseball will make you smart. If you're lazy, baseball will wake you up. If you're into vices, baseball will take you away from vices. Baseball does not have time to accommodate evil and good. You take to baseball, you think good all the time. Children who play baseball at colleges, you go and check it out, they have some of the best scores. Even people who are a little bit challenged, you would find them doing better when they take to baseball. Somebody asked a question about baseball and how profitable it is. We are not talking about the profit for now. But again, if you want to talk about profit, Just a few weeks back, baseball made record by signing somebody in the US. New York Mets signed somebody for $764 million sign-on fee. No other sports has recorded that in the history of sports, not even soccer. That is baseball for you. Baseball is the largest sporting event played in Japan. You know the story of Japan and its economy today. Baseball is one of the largest sporting events played in the United States, Canada, largely within South America, South Korea. Check these countries and check the way they have advanced technologically. Most of the inventors are people right from childhood that they played baseball. So today we are going, being some of the pioneers, my Director General Administration and Development, Dr. Uche, is here. He will be sharing largely our plans. And I also have here Manato Sato, a young man from Japan who plays baseball passionately. And not just that he plays baseball, he is teaching Nigerians how to make this baseball equipment. These are baseball gloves, 100% made in Nigeria, here in Gariki. So like I said, when you want to talk about tournaments consumes a lot of money, but you have to think production. And production is very developmental in nature. And when you think development, you think about creating an economy of its own. Japan is only about 124 million people. Nigeria is over 200 million people. So you can imagine baseball trickle down to every 774 local governments in Nigeria. You can imagine how many of our youths and young men that are going to be engaged in their minds. So if we want them to stay away from vices, we have to adopt the model that has worked for other nations. And that is why we are going very, very basic, straight to the roots, to make baseball worth every while for all individuals who are involved in the sports. And I'm happy that yesterday we had our first executive council meeting, and we've been able to marshal out the plans that we have for baseball. So it's quite exciting. Just recently, when we invited the Japanese, and I would like to express my gratitude to a very good friend, Shima Yasunobu, and that's the president of a company called Magic Japan, Magic Canada, and now Magic Nigeria. He actually single-handedly, when we had the discussion, believed in the Nigerian project. And this is called the Nigerian Magic. The baseball you see on the baseball gloves you find on this table today were made possible by Shima Yasunobu. Of course, Manato Sato happens to be also from that. And it's not just the baseball making gloves. There are programs that are now dedicated for all Abuja schools.
It's the highest performance platform for sports, and you have countries all over the world competing for glory. So it's not going to be right in the park. There's a lot of qualifiers to engage in another couple of years, 5 years, 6 years tops. So there's a lot of work to do, and we are going out. But not just about physical performance, not about the entertainment or entertaining part of sport. I want to outline quickly that baseball is one sport that inculcates in the child everything you want your child to imbibe. Talking about academics, talking about education. You see, baseball very well adopts what you call the STEM system, or approach to education, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Now, the thing with STEM is it's an integrated, interdisciplinary approach to education that focuses on the subjects I just mentioned, but also that aims to develop critical thinking, that aims to develop problem solving, and also innovation. Now, with baseball, you got a lot, added to that, because baseball is more kinetic in nature. You study movement science. You also study aerodynamics.
A couple years ago, our boss, who is Shima, came here for a baseball project, and then he also went to like other countries in Africa, but especially in Nigeria, he saw that people are so hungry, like especially the children, and also he realized that okay, Nigeria has good potential, like physical wise. That's why probably like he wants to help. And basically, he wants to help children for the future and give them like new opportunity. Because let's say in Nigeria, the football is the famous sport. But what if the children cannot good at play football, and then what they can do? That's why they Shima think that okay, probably we should bring baseball in Nigeria and then give them like new opportunity. And what if they can be like become professional baseball player? They can make money a lot, which is like huge. I think last year, the Japanese guy got contract like huge. Like huge one. But now, this year Soto got more expensive contract. But anyways, but yeah. So he wants to assist or help future of children in Nigeria, just because of the let's say, I don't know if right to say, but there's so many homeless people, like they don't have anything, but they ask me food, money. That's the one he doesn't want to, see anymore. That's why, yeah, we are here, and yeah, as I said, why he chose here, because first of all, he wants to help, and secondly, he saw that Nigeria has physical potential. Yeah, that's why we are here.